Who's America's sweetheart? I don't know. This is a question I ask you to tell me. As you can see on the screen, we have two pictures of two people. We all know the history of these people. If you know, grown, even if you're young, we have the internet. On one hand, we have JFK, John F. Kennedy, an American president who's assassinated. And on the other one, we have Adolf Hitler, the Fuhrer German that raised ruckus in World War II. But I pose this question: who's America's sweetheart? As I sit back today and I see white American terrorist shooters run up in schools and just kill indiscriminately and get passes upon passes upon passes in days, they're not labeled as terrorists. They're labeled as people may have psychiatric problems. Oh, he may just needed a happy meal afterwards to calm him down. So I pose this question to you: who's America's sweetheart? Right? I think it's just me, my mind. Because when you look at a lot of these white terrorist shooters, everything they talk about, it's a Nazi regalia. They have maybe the swastika, you know, uh, you see, you read their manifestos, you see a lot of Hitler theories in it, you know, and you say, wow, why is that? I thought Hitler's supposed to be this hated guy. He's like the worst of the worst. I mean, but in America, who's America's sweetheart? Because I pose this question to you. I believe a lot of white American teens between the age of 13 and even at the 25 to 30, they know more about Adolf Hitler than they do about John F. Kennedy. Ask them about any of John F. Kennedy writings, his famous quotes, they might be able to spew off one or two. Ask them about Hitler, they may have something disparaging to say, but you dig a little deeper, you find out they read Mein Kampf and they watch a lot of that. They learned a lot about it on the history channels and this and that. And I go back again to this question: who's America's sweetheart? Because when I turn on the TV and on one hand I hear, oh my God, Adolf Hitler, he's this guy that needs to just be, man, if we could go back in time and kill him as a baby, I mean, just throw the baby into the canal and set the canal on fire and then lick buckshots into the canal and then let piranhas and sharks go into the canal, then drain the canal into an acid flush. You get what I'm trying to say. But you have movies upon movies upon movies upon movies. They have the swastika. They are somebody's always betraying Hitler, whether it's in a joking fashion or whether it's in a serious event. But this is a hated guy. Why is he everywhere when you turn around? Isn't he supposed to be one of the most hated guys in America? Ooh, America stands so strong with the Jews to what Hitler did and during World War II times, but yet directors upon directors and playwrights upon screenplays has no problem with putting up the swastika, having some type of representation of him within their movies and sell this and give this to us as art. Well, we have to, stick with the time period, you know. Even in the video games today. Ask him about John F. Kennedy. Ask him about some of his speeches, his writing. Most they could tell you is probably he got assassinated and what happened, and then they probably tell you a little bit more than who the assassinate, who killed him, than who John F. Kennedy was. So I'm just asking, who's America's sweetheart? And this is what we need to ask ourselves. A black man, a black woman. Who do America idolize the most when it comes out of these two individuals right here? I could pick a movie upon movie. Yeah, they have a movie about John F. Kennedy, the shooting and the killings and all this. But I could pick up more movies with portrayals of Hitler and Nazi Germany than any movie that I could pick up that has more portrayals of John F. Kennedy. So as you rise in the morning and you go to sleep at night, you have to think, who's America's sweetheart? When they go into these guys' houses, or you see that they got the big picture of Hitler on the wall, the swastikas, you know, then you ask some of these so-called politicians what they'll tell you. Well, Mein Kampf, it was good reading. I read it for historical facts. It was good reading. Come on, man, you're stressing things here. You know, who's America's sweetheart? Who do they idolize? Who do they praise? Who do they love the most? Oh, well, come on, man. You can't say that because we talk about him and we let it known that Hitler is the bad guy. But why is he still sticking around? He's still here. For some reason, in, a, in America's eyes, Hitler is here. Well, we got to remember what he did. Okay, yeah, I understand that, but do you have to always put him in your movies? Do you always have to have some type of portrayal? Do you always have to make movies about him? Whether it's a comedy, whether it's a joke, whether it's a cartoon, whether it's a serious event, you know. Let's excommunicate him out of the universe. If he's such a bad guy, right? Be not deceived. Who is America's sweetheart? Who is America's sweetheart? Just an observation.